אל תירא ישראל אל תירא, כי גור אריה לא אתה, ואריה ימשג, מי לא יירא, מי לא יירא. אל תירא ישראל אל תירא, כי גור אריה לא אתה, ואריה ימשג, מי לא יירא, מי לא.
All my fellow Mitpalalim at the Bet Garden Minyan, I think it goes without saying that we're living in extraordinary times. If you just take the last 10 years of our lives, what we've experienced from COVID to October 7th to the war afterwards, it is just unbelievable that in such a short span of time, the world we knew has changed so dramatically. First and foremost, I hope that you and your families are keeping well, keeping all the home front security regulations, even though I'm sure they're annoying and they're impinging upon routine. And secondly, I wanted to share with you a few words of chizuk from just the term that was chosen by the government and by the army to name this war against Iran. And that is Am Kilavi, a nation like a lion, in three ways. Number one, when Bilam HaRasha said those words, little did he know that indeed this would come true in the year 2025. Says Rashi on those words, Am Kilavi, Mishnatam Shacharit, when they get up in the morning, Hem Mitgabrim Kilavi v'cha'ari, they get up like a lioness and like a lion. To do what? Lachtof et ha-mitzvot, to grab as many mitzvot as possible. A Jew gets up in the morning, his eyes haven't even been washed, he already says Moda'ani. He makes a bracha b'shemu v'malchus after he washes his hands. Literally, within seconds of him getting out of bed, he's like a lion grabbing. I wish I could share with you all the shilas I have gotten in the last few days. Not shilas of, can I leave my TV on? But shilas of, how do I maintain my regular avodat Hashem through this war? It is so easy to say, pikuach nefesh dochet kol haTorah kula, and we don't have to do too much, and we're maybe even exempt from so many mitzvot. And yet the Jewish people in Efrat and around Israel want to continue to be a Am Kalavi, want to continue to grab those mitzvot like we do in the morning. I'm just going to share one shaila I got yesterday, Monday. Shuls are closed, you can't go to shul. Someone said, and I quote, Rabbi, is it okay for me to read the Torah reading from a Chumash? Is there any substance if I do so on a Monday? Forget about the answer. The very fact that there's someone that his whole concern is that he wants to live up to the words Am Kilavi is just extraordinary. Number two, continuation of that pasuk says, Lo yishkav ad yochal teref. He will not lay down until he eats his prey. Explains Rashi, he does not lay down on mitato, ad shehu ochel o mechabel kol mazik haba letarfo. He does not lay down until he gets every last being trying to come and destroy it. 80 years ago, Auschwitz was liberated. And 80 years later, the sovereign government of Israel decided we have to be freed from the Auschwitz of Iran, who has time and again said, I will gas every last There's no Jew. Question in my mind that we are zochet to something our ancestors were not. Because when Rashi continues that pasuk, he talks about saying Shema on your bed at night and hoping that God will do the work. And yet our government of Israel said a Mishaberach L'Chayalim, said a Kapitel Tehillim, but was also able to do something our ancestors were not able to do. They were able to send actual Jews to defend the Jewish people. Despite the years that went by, you may have thought that we're laying down and we're sleeping. Never has Israel stopped to be prepared to attack anyone trying to destroy its citizens. And number three, it's one thing to be a lion and to be tough. It's one thing to be a lion and to go out there and sometimes do what needs to be done. Has to mitgaber al yitzro, has to overcome past various things that bother him in order to do what's at hand. In the last few days, we have seen unity, not just with leaders of the world, but within Israel. Political rivalries have shook hands, have said publicly we support both the government and that's also part of being an Am Kalavi. A lion doesn't have to attack. A lion can attack. When needed, it will. So we're living in extraordinary times. We're living in times in which I'm sure Bilam, somewhere in Gehenna, is looking down and saying, why did I open my big mouth? They're living up to it. A, they do everything possible to continue to do mitzvot. B, they may look like they're sleeping, but believe me, they're not. They're always planning to get every last nation or group that are trying to destroy them. And number 3, they're able to overcome their natural inclining to verbally attack in order to support. It's customary to say, at very hard times, it's an Eit Sarahi li Yaakov. It is a time of distress for Yaakov. If we indeed remember we're all the children of Yaakov, I have no doubt that as children unite together, we will be able to overcome, and God willing, come out of this stronger, better, without an Iranian threat on our heads. One that we've been living with for too long. One that, God willing, will be a long lost thing of the past. Be'ezrat Hashem, we will be able to see the hemshech of that beautiful pasuk. Eit Sarahi li Yaakov, maybe now it's a time of distress to the children of Yaakov. Umimena yivashea, but from it we will be redeemed.
Hashem malach, Hashem yimloch leolam va'ed. Hashem melech, Hashem malach, Hashem